నేను ఒక్కదాన్నే జాయిన్ అయ్యాను.
Hello, good morning, Stavia.
Hi, good morning.
Did you attend yesterday's demo?
Yes, I attended yesterday's session as well.
Okay.
Also, I'll.
Yes, please. Yes, please provide your mail IDs and phone numbers. Then
Sure.
only I can share with you the content and all. Otherwise, it's not possible.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else apart from this?
No.
Okay. See, yesterday we are discussed about the significance of this Informatica. PowerCenter is on-premises, complete on-premises tool it is. Why Informatica and what kind of similar tools are available in market right now? Lot of ETL tools are there. And we can done this data movement not only by Informatica PowerCenter. Plenty of tools are available here. Talent, Pantaho, Abenisho, MaulSoft, ODI, ADF, SSIS, like this. Several ETL tools are available in market. Then whatever the tool it is, the ETL process integration is same. So they extract the data, transform, and then after the load into this warehouse level. Maybe it's a warehouse or a data marts. We should arrange the data in analytical format in a data warehouses. So why we need to arrange this data means for the business analysis. If they want to understand the business faster, what is going on before the question, before the client or before the stockholder, whatever, if they are expecting to be watched in business level. So if they want to generate a report, must and should before we require a data warehouse is required. Analytical format level, we should arrange the data before this reporting. Then only the faster analysis, trillions of data is there in a business level. This trillions of data at a time, if you want to extract and transform, then it is very difficult. It's never possible. It is also to make it into the report format. That is what before the reporting, what we are doing is we are cleansing and we are scrubbing the data. So whatever it is coming from the source, that is all in a beautiful format, in analytical format, we are going to be loaded in warehouse in one place. Whatever the question it is, if they are expecting, and they can collect the data from the data warehouse and they can present easily reporting. Faster and accurate report, accurate result if they want, then must and should here the ETL part is mandatory. So whenever the transactions are huge transactions, if we are having lot of transactions, if we have, then kind of business intelligence process is required. This sort of business intelligence process is required. That is what we are discussing about the ETL part. If the business is there, must and should, BI should be there. See, these two are correlated actually. If you have a water, on surface of the water, whatever we are looking, the ship, this is a ship. It's not at all a ship what we are seeing on, so on the surface of the water. Why? Because so if the ship want to stay on the surface of the water, the double weight is required on under the water, right or wrong? This is called as business intelligence. This is meant by the business. Business we can see, but business analysis we cannot see. Is how the business is fastly growing, how the business is slow down, it is growing, means that is depend on completely on business intelligence. It's a never end process. It is maybe today Informatica, tomorrow some other tool, but process is not going to be very here. Driving, see the driving is a process. Yes, 20 years back, Ambassador is a supercar. Today, even though if they are released Ambassador, yes, today also it is a supercar. Even though if they are released ambassadors, no one is ready to purchase the ambassador. Why? Because the trend is changed, but driving is not changed. Right or wrong? 20 years back, what driving it is, and now also it shows the same driving it is. The functionality won't be vary. Tool may vary, feature may vary. That is the way then we have to be learn this process. ETL is a process to transform the data, extract the data, and keep it in one place. Why we need to place in one place means, and for the analysis purpose, if they want to understood about the business last 6 months, what happened? Last 1 year, what happened in all over the regions. So if they want to analyze the business, whatever analytics it is, either it is a trend analysis or improvement analysis, or it's a predictive analysis, whatever the analysis it is, what they required is complete business level data is required. What happened in a business, if they know, then only they can estimate what needs to be happened. So 3 questions always will raise in business. What is going on? What happened? What needs to be happened? That's it. That is what we are coming for this ETL part. We are going to be selected here. Then you can ask the question, then why you are coming for only Informatica PowerCenter? So many tools are there, right? So why only we are coming for the Informatica PowerCenter? Why not Abinisho? And then Oracle Data Integrator, SSIS, SnapLogic, Pentaho. Like this, lot of tools are available, right? Then see in a city, why the people are purchasing more Activa only, more Active as we can see, Activa 5G, 6G. Then why the people are purchasing more bikes or Activa bikes only? Why not BMWs? See, the requirement here, the max requirements are going to be suitable with the customers. that product is going to be familiar. Right or wrong? Same way here also. But see, one person requirement is he want to participate in racing. He purchased Activa. So of course, Activa is also bike. But he can't participate with the Activa bike in a racing. Right or wrong? Right. So as for the requirement and which tool then we have to be selected, that is the importance is there here. Lot of aspects we are going to be observed here before the purchase the tool. Even simple bike select, we are going to be, if you want to purchase, lot of things we'll observe. Maintenance, cost, model, CC, mileage, everything then we are going to be observed. Blindly then we are not going to be purchase a Harley Davidson bike. According to our requirement, the same way here also, till the Informatica PowerCenter is running in a major applications and major ETL movements, Informatica PowerCenter is running. Okay, so that is what we are selected here, the familiar tool to be learn ETL process. Why we are selecting the tool is we are selecting to know this ETL process. Why we are going to be selected the bike means to learn the driving. The once if I know the driving, then I can go with any bike. That is the way then we have to be learn the bike. So till we are using, and I am using till Pulsar. Tomorrow then I am going to be purchase a Royal Enfield. Driving is not going to be changed. Environment will change here. Royal Enfield is a heavy bike, double engine. It is more weight. It is more CC. 1 week or 2 weeks, if I run with that bike with the same driving, then I can go with Royal Enfield also. Even though if I learn the driving with the Pulsar, yes, I can manage the driving on Royal Enfield also. Same process here also. Whatever the tool it is, the process is not going to be vary. If you are perfect in ETL process, then you can go and you can work with any tool. Simple. But only the feature will vary. So here 2 works are there, but Oracle is providing 3 works. Right, that is only the thing here. Okay, then we'll see the tool. It's we don't require any kind of code behind here. No need to write lines and lines of programming here. Simple tool, drag and drops only. What the thing is here, we should remind the points and what needs to be drag and what needs to be checked here. Those things only we should remind. And it's a very simple tool to be learned. And here we don't have a much code and 10% code behind only. Remaining are all 90% of actions are completely drag and drop actions. See this tool, it looks like this. Informatica PowerCenter 10.1.0, latest version only. And now this tool look like this. It is a server client architecture. This is a server. And these are all our client components. Why? Because Informatica Corporation is providing plenty of services. Not only one service. That is what? They are taking the service holder is admin, server. Server is providing the services to this all products. That is what one server, multiple clients. So this is called as a client it is. So daily we are going to be work with these tools in enterprise level. And this is not our part. And daily we are going to be work with this part. Then go and open and see how the data movement in Informatica level it look like. PowerCenter designer. If you want to work with Informatica PowerCenter on-premises tool, on-premises means.
Sorry, I have a question. Which
Yeah.
you have shown the 4 things under server, right? So while working, we need to work with the 4, tools, or is it single tool?
Now 4 tools we require, right? Different purpose, they are providing 4 tools. And these are all four are client tools, PowerCenter client tools, RDWM, repository manager, PowerCenter designer, workflow manager, workflow monitor. Each and every tool have a significance is there. If you want to design any work, one place to other place, I want to move the data. That is all designed to be designed in designer level only. See here, I will show you some sample design. Open this folder and see this folder. This is the design. What I am saying is here, from source to target, these are all my sources. Take the data from all different 5 sources and I want to be load to these 2 targets. Or we'll see the simple mapping. Mapping is nothing but data flow from source to target is called as a mapping. Data flow from source to target is called as a mapping it is. How the data needs to be flow from source to target it is. From here to here, I want to move the data. In the middle, if I want any kind of transformation on data level, transformation is nothing but a logic. If I want to apply, I want to arrange the data sorted order, or I want to filter the data. Only just I want to take to the target department, 50 department only. But from source all are coming. But I want to load to the target only 50 department data only. So that is, we call it as a transformation. Transformation is nothing but, so apply the logic on a data level. That is mean by the transformation. Designer will work for only for the design, just like as a civil engineer. What the civil engineer is going to be do it here is, if I say the require, I want to construct a house. According to the house, he is going to be design a plan. Plan only he will provide. And if I am asking to construct a apartment, according to the apartment, he is going to be design the plan. This is called as designer. Designer level, just to only the plan it is. How I want to move the data, which place to which place I want to be move the data. Okay. And in the middle, any kind of cleansing required, or scrubbing is required, or else any kind of transformation is required. See here what I am doing here. Here what we are doing is, we are taking the data from 3 different sources. So the data is coming from 3 different sources. First, these 2 sources I am going to be joined. Here what I am doing is, these two sources data, first I am going to be joined. Whatever the result is coming here, this result again I am going to be joined with one more source. 3 sources I am going to be joined, combine the data. And this data then I am going to be transformed to this target. This is my source and this is my target finally, single target. I am loading into the single target. This one we call it as a transformation, ETL. This one is called as E. This is a transformation T, and this is called as a load it is. Here we are extracting the data, and here we are transforming the data, and finally we are load the data into the target level. Okay. So in between of ETL, E and L, lot of transformations in data level as per the requirement, lot of cleansings are required. Finally, whatever you want to be load to the target. So that is, if you want to get, here we are going to be use the transformations. Transformation is nothing but a logic it is. We need not write any logic here. Code we need not write. These are all are called as a transformations. Each and every transformation having their own individual functionality. If you want to filter the data, filter means, yes, from source 100 records are coming. All departments are coming. But I don't want to load to the target all 100. Just I want to be load which department ID is a 50. Those records only if you want to load. Then in a middle we require a filter transformation is required. This transformation, each and every record by record it will receive. Then it is going to be verified. Either this record is related to 50 or if it is not related to the 50, then it is going to be rejected the record. If it is related to the 50, then only then it is going to be passed to the target. So like this, lot of transformations we have here. All these transformations. These are all transformations in regular session one by one. Then we'll discuss how we have to be implement all these transformations. Anyway, this is called as a mapping. Mapping is nothing but the data flow from source to target is called as a mapping. Here in Informatica level, we call it as a mapping. In Informatica, we call it as a mapping. This is a mapping. And same if we are coming for SSIS. Microsoft SQL Server Integration Service. This one also doing same. There we call it as a package. And ADF, Azure Data Factory, Microsoft Cloud Data Integration Tool it is. They call it as a pipeline. Okay. And data stage, IBM Corporation Data Integration Tool. They call it as a job it is. Whatever it is, terminology only different. Mapping, package, pipeline, job. It's nothing but data flow from source to target. That's it. Okay. So which is source to which destination you want to move the data, how you want to move the data. That is called as mapping. Okay, fine. Just it is called as a design only. So as like as a civil engineer plan, I am saying, this is the place to extract the data, transform and load the data. But 100 years, if I want to, if I am looking this design, it's not going to be executed. Civil engineer is providing me the plan. Daily I am looking the plan. So here the building is not going to be constructed, right? Wrong. Then we have to be execute the plan, right? So if you want to be execute the plan according to the plan, if you want to execute the work, then here we require a workflow manager is required. That is what they are introduced. This tool is called as workflow manager. How you want to be execute the work according to your design. That is we are saying here. That is the way, that is what we are coming for this PowerCenter workflow manager for to execute daily your mappings. So now this is the workflow. Under this workflow level, how many tasks you want to be execute. So how the tasks needs to be executed. That is all. Then we can say like this. See here. What I am saying is here are multiple tasks I am executing in one workflow. One workflow I am designing. This workflow I want to be run. So under this workflow level, multiple tasks are existed. This is one task. Task is nothing but one set of work it is. So this is we are created. See here. This one needs to be executed. After this one needs to be executed. And after this one, like this. As for the dependency, we are designed this. Okay. Building also same. Once the slab is done, then go for constructive walls. Before slab, then we are not going to be construct the walls and so floor. Same way here. According to the dependency, whatever this flow, If you want to execute the task, then we can take here. Once if we are taking this design, then I want to be run this. If you want to run this one, right click and start workflow. What I am saying is complete this workflow level, all tasks needs to be executed. Then go and start. Then it is coming to the workflow monitor. It is, see this monitor. What the monitor is saying is, yes, boss, you are started execution. Then we have to be watch this execution process. How the execution is running here. See, now it is started. Either it is a failed or succeeded, that doesn't matter. Either this workflow is executing or processing or not, up to what it is completed, where it is a failed, when it is started, when it is completed. This is all statistical information of the execution. If you want to see, then we require a tool is called as workflow monitor. It is, that is what daily designer, monitor, and execution manager, workflow design, sorry, PowerCenter designer to design your mapping. After design, create a execution here. Once if you are a start, then to watch this execution, monitor is required. In monitor level, then we can see here, in this workflow level, we have a lot of tasks are there. All tasks are one by one, it is executing. When it is started, when it's closed, either it is a succeeded or a failed. Okay, this one is succeeded and this one is failed. The ones if it is succeeded on failed, then here then we can see, right click on this, get run properties, everything from source, how many records are coming, how many records are applied to the target after succeed, everything then clearly then we can watch here. So that is what they are providing this. So PowerCenter workflow monitor it is. These are all our on-premises tools. PowerCenter client is called as on-premises. On-premises means dedicated machine is required. So on dedicated machine level, then we are going to be install everything. Yes, software is ours, hardware is ours, maintenance is ours, everything we have to be controlled it. But premises is very secure. So you can't touch my all work. These are all works. Anybody can't touch without my permission. Why? Because it is completely in my system. It is. If I want to share with a complete protection, I will share. Suppose I have a car. I am the owner for the car. I can do it anything else. But if I want to share to somebody else, how we are going to be shared with complete permissions only. 1 hour access only. Okay. Don't use the back seat. Don't use the AC. So I will control it. So this is the way on premises it is. On premises means complete machine is required. Complete machine we required under the machine level. Then we can configure this complete all server and client. Server we are not going to be work. But enterprise level, they are going to be provide you the access. Once if you are entered into the enterprise, for to access this repository, for to access all these things, they will give you the permissions. Once if they are providing the permissions, then we can work. Server permissions, they are going to be provided for us. This is the way daily, then we have to be entered into the enterprise and open a folder as per their requirement or as per their story. They will give you the requirement document, how needs to be done this work. According to the requirement document, then we have to be prepare all these mappings here. Okay, all mappings, different, each and every mapping have their own individual different logic. Yes, here to here I want to move, but transformation is changed. Logic changed. And see this one. So this is one type of change. Finally we are moving source to target only. But in middle, the logic is completely is going to be changed here. What kind of data you want to move? Finally, in target level, which data you want to be in? According to that, these transformations are going to be changed here. See here, each and every mapping, they have their own individual transformations are there. Logics are going to be changed here. But source, sometimes multiple sources, sometimes multiple targets also we can see. See here, source is one only, but I want to be loaded into different target. Data is coming from one area, but we have to be load the data to this different areas. So like this, then we have to be design the mappings here like this, we have to be design it. This is, we call it as a mapping it is. This is the way then we are going to be discuss all these transformations. And we are going to be cover here in deep of this content level. So this course will take 45 minutes. Sorry, 45 hours. 45 to 50 hours it will take. Why? Because Informatica nowadays, it's a vast of subject it is. So Informatica to learn it's very easy. Frank, I am saying Informatica to learn it's very simple. But if you want to crack the interview, that's very painful it is. Why? Because it's not in today's technology, it is. From past 20 years onwards, this technology is running effectively in a market level. Toppest tool it is in ETL movements. That is what more and more scenarios we have to be practice it here, right? Then see 20 years back driving is different. Now the driving is different. See 20 years back there is no roads and there is no buildings. Okay, so very easy to drive. Nobody is there in the roads. Nowadays, lot of vehicles are there in the roads. How much difficult it is. Driving is one same driving only, but handling is very difficult. That is what same here also. If you want to learn the informatics, it's very simple. But if you want to crack this interviews, that is very difficult. Why? Because Frank, I am saying, don't expect they are not going to be ask you the direct questions. They know very well what is mean by the filter transformation, what is mean by the mapping. They are not going to be asked like this. They are going to be asked us, yes, what you did. Okay. And what is the challenge task you did? How you are done that. And in challenge task level, what type of transformations you are used? Why you are used? This type of questions, they will class questions all. Not a direct questions, they are going to be asked you the completely ask us the completely direct class questions it is. Either we are worked on. Okay. So to analyze this, they are going to be provided for us all kind of crash questions they will answer. These crash questions are all we have to be get ready for to be answered. Right. See, these are all the topics we are going to be covered in this course level. Total, this course is going to be take 45 hours. Daily 1 hour session. Monday to Friday. And Saturday is optional. 2 Saturdays I will take this session. Or either practical or session it is. Okay. After this, I will give you the real-time project. It's a near to the, so Frank, I am saying real time means complete, it is not related to the environment. We can't stimulate that complete my environment here. They are going to be invest for the servers crores and crores. The complete data or such a kind of environment we cannot see. So near to the real time. So what we are working there, that is I am going to be stimulate here. Once if you done yourself, at least then you can go and you can learn, okay, 80% or 70% of the knowledge. So how the work, how the reality is going on in enterprise level, that is we can catch. Okay, but not exact data, but not exact tables, exact flow it is. So similarity, then I will show you 70% of the similarity, then I will show you. With that, then we can enter and we can easily work on enterprise level. Informatica level, learning and work. Once if you are entered into the enterprise. So work is not at all a matter, it is very simple. Anyone can work on enterprise level with Informatica. Only the challenge is here, the middle layer interview only. That is only the challenge. You can learn, you can work also as it is as like is a 4 years, 5 years expert. But only the challenge is crack, interview crack is only the challenge here. But so real time project I will give you with complete documentation. I will explain this project. This project yourself you have to be finished it. It is going to take around 30 to 35 hours. It will take to be finished yourself. I will give you the complete business line, how the data needs to flow from one area to second area to third area. I will give you the complete sample data mapping requirements also. That is, we have to be work on that. So here we'll get here Informatica basics, architectures, tools, how the server look like, how the client look like. So designer and manager, workflow manager, complete we are going to be discuss in deep here. And this is the database basics and either Teradata or Oracle or SQL Server, whatever it is. So SQL basics I will explain, but not in deep. So data warehouse fundamentals, data modeling fundamentals, then project and resume preparation. These are all are going to be covered here. Along with the case studies, I will give you the multiple mappings here. I will show you. So after the completion of confirmation, then we are going to be create the group like this. So each and every day, then we can follow here. So each and every topic wise, each and every day, then I'm going to be provide you. So this was the way that I'm providing. One second, please. I will show you how we are going to be follow this sessions. See here, daily you are going to be get after the completion of the session. So in group level, we can discuss here everything about exercises daily. Then I will provide you the exercise. And daily session, which we are, what topic is completed, which topic is done. That is all we are going to be discussed like this. So aggregator transformation is completed. And if they have any concerns, they can go and they can interact here. And exercises also, then I'm going to be provide each and every after the completion of the topic, then I will show you how you will get the exercises here. Complete screenshots, then I'm going to be provide each and every topic wise exercise also. I will show you that one also. This is the way the groups are going to be run. See here, if we have any requirements or there, so in Informatica or SQL level, then I am going to be post here the opportunities also. Each and every day, then you will get the message after completion. Once if it is uploaded a video into the drive, we are going to be posted here like this. See here, this is the way the conversations are going on. Mappings, so exercises, and these are all you have to be submit here. And if you have any doubts, then we'll discuss in session. See here. So all these people are submitted their assignments here. So this is the way then we are going for each and every topic. This was the deep content. It is what we are going to be covered in this course level. I will share with you this content today. Please go and read this one. And along with this documentation, complete in deep document, then I will share with you end to end, point to point, clear. Every point to point, then you will get how to done the transformation, each and every transformation example with the screenshots. Then I'm going to be provide you this one. After the completion of this, then I will share with you this real world documents, enterprise documents, and naming standard documents. This is actually in my project, previous project. It is Republican Service, one of the topmost garbage collector in USA. So how to follow the naming standards whenever we are coming for the development phase. So for especially for Informatica. So these are all naming standard documents and enterprise documents. How you will get this enterprise documents, how they are going to be provide you the tables, bus matrix, and the test cases. So all kind of test cases, how unit test case needs to be prepared. That is the responsibility of the developer. After once completion of the design execution, then what needs to be prepared here is, so ourselves we need to be prepared, unit test case needs to be prepared to prove your development is right. Yes, who believes me? As for developer, I'm a well and good. Who knows this is either this one is working well, and then at least we require minimal fundamental, okay, test cases. Yes, boss, according to the functionality, my development is right. So what is the proof? Then I am clearly mentioned the proof here. Okay. So with along with the proof, then I can submit my development to anybody else. So this is the way, then we'll go into the subject level. Tomorrow onwards, the regular session will start. Please provide your mails and phone numbers. Then only you will get this. Under chat box. Giridhar,
Hi, sir.
yeah, do you have any questions? Please raise the questions, guys.
Yes, sir. Actually, I learned previously this Informatica course. My issue is actually I need a project explanation. Is it possible for you to explain fundamentals again and project explanation to upload my resume in Naukri?
No, it's not related to this, only the project.
Mm.
We have to be consider all the students actually. Then
Okay.
we have the begin to end, then we'll go.
Okay.
And if you want to only if you are looking for to be explain the project,
Mm.
then call the reception. They are going to be arrange you this customized sessions
Okay.
with the direct with the trainer.
Okay.
Then you and trainer both can sit as per your timelines and whatever you are expecting, then you can land with the trainer direct. And this was the regular session. Slow
Yeah.
down, we'll move. Why? Because we need to be concentrate for all students. somebody or experienced, somebody or non-technical backgrounds, somebody or freshers, all people, then we have to be covered. That is what slow down we are going to be dig into the subject level from end to end. Begin to advance, then we'll go.
Okay, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else apart from this, Javier?
What are the timings of the sessions?
Same timings, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. The regular session will start tomorrow onwards. My reception will get back to you for further confirmations.
Sure.
మీరు నిన్న content and videos, today's videos, then I will share to you. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for attending this second demo. And my team will get back to you.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a nice day.